Everyone, this is Indira Guha Patra. I'm an author by passion as well as profession. I started my writing career back in 2016, and over these 5 years I have written several books like Chasing Dreams, which was a romantic novel, my first one. Then I published The Promise. It had a supernatural plot. And then back in 2020, when the whole world was under the reign of Corona, I wrote my first children's illustrated book, Baby Fights Corona. It's a very beautiful book meant for kids to make them understand what it is. It's very difficult to make them understand the current situation. So it is a picture book, very suitable for kids for 1 to 5 years. And then back in December, I published my latest novel, a crime fiction, The Veil of Disguise. And it has been currently nominated for this Litfest 2021, organized by NE8x. And I like experimenting with my work. I want to write in different genres. I've already tried some and I'm yet to write some more. And recently I've also started writing poetry, and my poetry book is coming out soon, I think maybe in a few months. I hope you all will like it. And we all are very aware of the current situation. It's not at all good. Corona is creating havoc on lives. And I just hope that this video of mine finds all of you in the best of your health. Please stay safe. Please follow the rules. Maintain the sanitization protocols. And just by practicing a few cautionary steps, we can all overcome this problem together, and we have to. And I believe the worst is over and the good time is just around the corner. It is sure to come. But then, till then, please stay safe. And I know it's very difficult to cope with this situation. Mainly try to not to let your mental health deteriorate. Talk to your friends, talk to your relatives, even if you cannot visit them personally, but just let them know that you are with them. Spend your time, relax, read books. We authors are there for that. We are writing books. Books can be a very good friend in such times. So read books, travel the world through literature, through works of the authors, and soon I think we will be back into our previous lives, if not a changed world, but then soon. Good times are sure to come. The world of literature has really evolved dramatically and miraculously. If you think about the Shakespearean times, the content, the format, the writing style was so different from what it is today. New writers are experimenting with styles as well as topics, and also the topics that were taboos at that time are now being boldly written by the new writers, and readers are also accepting it. So there has been a massive change with respect to content, format and style. Also, another very important and spectacular change is the total process of digitalization. Previously, paperback books were the only mode, and even before that it was storytelling and then the stone carvings, but then paperback came up. So paperback was a big thing, but now it's Kindle, it's the ebook. People love it because they can read it on the go. They can just take a tab, a phone, and that's it. They can read it anytime and anywhere. So digitalization has really changed the face of literature, the art of reading books. And with digitalization, I would also like to mention another aspect of literature, that is self-publishing. With the upcoming self-publishing opportunities, more and more talented authors are getting chance to pursue their passion to publish their book, which previously was not possible because there were a few traditional publishing houses. So I think self-publishing is another change that the world of literature has witnessed over the time. And also, now that many authors are self-publishing their books, another thing that has come up is the platforms that the new authors get. Like NE8x is one of them, is providing such a good platform to all the inspiring authors, and many others are coming up, and I'm sure more and more platforms will give opportunities to the talented authors. Lastly, I would also like to mention another significant change which I feel is the rising competition. Now that there are so many writers, everyone is publishing their own books, the competition level is also increasing. So these are the several changes which I think has occurred over the time, and obviously it will evolve more in future. But overall, I think readers and writers will both enjoy the process of this change and this new thing coming up. So I think that is good for all. My passion for literature can be traced back to my school days and also my college days, but the real zeal for publishing a book and becoming an author at a professional level only struck me when I was in my PhD in the third year. And it was then chasing dreams happened. And since then, and till publishing my books, The Veil of Disguise, my journey as an author has been a roller coaster ride on an adventurous path. Failures and rejections have come hand in hand with generous amount of success. But what really keeps me going is the love for writing. And over these years, I have really learned some lessons the hard way. A few of which is like, you have to learn to keep your expectations low. And then you have to work really hard for marketing and promotion of your book. You have to socialize. You have to know your readers. You have to know the niche you're targeting, your target audience. And also you yourself have to read books. You have to read lots of books. And last but not the least, you have to learn to cope with the failures. You cannot let failures stop you from writing. You have to keep trying. This book is very close to me because I myself is a crime fiction lover. So I wrote this book with two angles, one crime and another a psychological angle. So this book has a very complex plot, and the main character, Roy, who is a cop turned into a detective. I won't much say much or else the thing would be, you won't find it interesting reading the book. But then it's a very complicated plot. And this character, Roy, is very challenging. He's a challenging officer. He's all determined, all set to get things right. And he is after a criminal who is a double-faced man. So it's very difficult, to prove that actually he is the culprit. And so the plot turns with several characters, and I'm sure all of you will find it very interesting because till date, whoever has read has given me positive reviews. And if any one of you read the book, please do drop in your comment or your review in my Insta profile or in Facebook. I would just love to hear from you. So overall, I think Veil of Disguise is a very interesting read, and it's sure to entertain you. I'm sure you won't be able to put down the book without finishing it. So please give it a try. And also, as I have said before, I have started writing poems, and my poetry book is coming up. And then the sequel of Veil of Disguise is also in line. I hope I will publish these two books within this year or maybe the beginning of the next year. So more is coming up. And then I'm planning to write a self-help book. And last but not the least, one cookbook and a travel book. I travel a lot. I love traveling, so I'll have to write that. I have already started doing some research and also gathering plots for that book. So many is coming up. So stay tuned and just keep reading. I hope you like all of them. NE8x has been a really wonderful platform for encouraging new authors, and they are doing a brilliant job. And I would really like to thank them. I'm really grateful to them for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts and my experience with all of you. So a big thank you to NE8x Talks. And with this, I would like to say a few words for the new inspiring writers and anyone who is thinking of taking up writing as a profession. Please do write. If there is a story you think the world needs to know, you have to write it. No one else will do it for you. And don't give up. The main thing is don't give up. I know failures will come, there will be rejections, but you have to train your mind. You will have to learn to burn your failures as the fuel to propel you towards success. And so just keep writing, keep trying, and don't give up. And as in one of my quotes, I have said that success comes to those who are tired of trying, yet cannot give up. And on that note, I would like to conclude this session. Stay safe, keep reading, keep writing. Bye.